Hello Gemini, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your November tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, at your career space, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe on how to best utilize the energy of the month of November. At the end, I'll post some messages in love for you guys. Whether you have somebody specific on your mind or not, this is going to be some useful guidance. Alright, we'll start with an oracle card as always. Today I've got the Wisdom of the Oracle with me. And a couple of announcements just before I start. First of all, don't forget to tune into my show Mindfully Awake every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or you can follow the recording afterwards. And it's available on major streaming platforms like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and all podcast platforms as well. With podcasts, it's even easier because you can subscribe to that particular podcast and you will get notified when new episodes come out. And the second announcement is that you can enter into sweepstakes to get a free personal reading with me. You have time till 1st of November. I will announce the winners this weekend, so 2nd, 3rd November. All you need to do is to be subscribed to the channel and leave at least 5 comments under the videos, and that account will automatically be entered. If you leave 10 comments, you'll have 2 entries, and so on and so forth. So good luck to everyone. And your card for today, Gemini, is Go the Distance, number 47. Just like one of those, this is a marathon, not a sprint kind of cards. But I was just reading from the book Forward Taurus, so I thought, why not? Let's read yours as well. I really haven't worked with this deck recently that much. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. So yeah, even if you're seeing obstacles or even blockages somewhere, know that it's temporary. It doesn't mean don't do anything about them. Just remember that this is actually a bigger journey, and sometimes people give up quite easily and they are like, okay, this is not for me, like I'm getting this as a sign. Well, it's not a sign, if you feel discouraged for some reason, right? Work with that energy, bring more grounding, more harmony to it. Maybe look at it more from a therapy perspective, or coaching or mentoring. If you have somebody like that you can work with, obviously take action to deal with the actual issue, right? This is not about just waiting, not about procrastination. This is about having faith and courage to go for this, to be committed to the long-term goal. There we go. Okay, so for your love life, we have 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Okay. For your career, 7 of Pentacles, the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, and Page of Wands. Okay. Advice, you have the Tower. This is Aries energy. 5 of Pentacles, and the World. This is Capricorn. So you've got 2 Capricorns here. Well, not 2, but like strong Capricorn energy. That's what I'm supposed to say. And then also Aries. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Yeah, you see, so this card also shows like the point where it's a stormy weather, things are unclear, but there is a way. And to me, this red scarf is just that passion that you have within you and that faith that things will work out, right? and you take steps one at a time, and the universe will guide you through, just to a safe harbor. So for your love situation, you have 7 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and 3 of Swords. Definitely there is a cause for things to go differently this time. That's what I'm hearing. All of these are minor arcanas, by the way, which means that it's actually all in your hands right now, right? It's on the individual level, and this is specifically you expressing your will and how you want things to progress next, right? And definitely what I see, especially with these 2 threes, threes are more about intention, right? And kind of like putting it out there. What is it that we want? So to me, the biggest energy here is for you to put out, is that you're putting out the intention that you want things to be different in this relationship than either it was with this person before or what you had in previous ones. Because you've already seen the heartbreak, you felt it, you had to work with it, right? And you don't want the history to repeat itself, right? So there's something right now that's bothering you in this relationship, right? Or if you don't have somebody on your mind, that this could be energetic resistance to starting a relationship, where you feel like, okay, it's so hard to prevent this from happening, right? Or there are no guarantees that this will not happen to me again. And you're right, there is no guarantee. And that's the risky part that we have when we become vulnerable and we open up to someone, we open our heart, that we immediately become, vulnerable to getting hurt, right? We become open for that. But there is no other way to build a trusted, intimate relationship with someone. And so what I like in these cards, though, so intention is pretty clear, right? It's not really coming from a positive place. That's the only problem with it, right? And we know that, if we are manifesting something out of place of lack, which it would be in this case, then we're only attracting more of that lack, right? Or our manifestation may not work at all. But I like the 7 of Wands here, and I was just telling Taurus, because they had this card as well, that in this deck specifically, I love the 7 of Wands. It's such a harmonious card, right? It's about finding your peace, your vibe in this bubble, right? Where you don't really need anyone else, right? But it's not for the bad reason. You're not being hostile. It's more like I'm enjoying myself in my own space. And that could be the best thing that you could do right now. And sometimes we have those periods in our life when we need that time and space for ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to heal, and to almost like find that source of joy, of inspiration, so that when we are with someone else, we have a better idea of who we are, what we value, what we love doing, all of those things. Especially if you've been in a long-term relationship before. A lot of times our individual space kind of gets squeezed, right? Or it gets blended with another person's space. It's a common issue, I would say, so don't feel bad. Don't take it personal, let's put it that way. But this is the opportunity for you to give this time to yourself to realize better who you are and what you want out of the romantic partnership, life partnership. Then let's go to your career space. We have 7 of Pentacles, Devil, and Page of Wands. So you may feel a temptation to plan for the rainy day, to be extra cautious, to have a backup plan, to work only with people who can guarantee the good outcome. But the universe is asking you to be more playful right now, to, again, it is partly taking a risk, but it's more like being open to new ideas, to something out of the ordinary, to what you're used to. So if you're having a brainstorming meeting and somebody suggests something very innovative, very creative, and your first thought could be, well, I don't really trust it because it's too much risk, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But this is the way to go. This is where you can give freedom to your creativity and maybe creativity of your colleagues as well, and be able to find the source of inspiration for taking your business or your career to the next level. So, you know, like you can stay where you are and go with the safe choices, but there's a good chance that you'll just continue doing the same thing, everything that you've been doing before. But you can take that risk and step outside of your comfort zone and have a chance to grow exponentially in your career. Advice: the Tower, the Five of Pentacles, and the World. Both these cards to me are about big changes, directional changes in your life, the major arcanas, right? The Tower says that it's going to come suddenly, like some kind of shocking news will come into you, and you may feel lonely and helpless in the moment, you know, feel like your higher power has abandoned you. You don't really have anyone to rely on in the time of need. But it's really to show you how strong you are and how you can ascend to the next level. That you don't really need anybody to, you know, wipe away your tears or even give you resources to continue. You've got everything it takes. And sometimes it comes to us in that way, where we suddenly feel like we've been abandoned, almost like that. And if that feeling comes in, again, it's an opportunity for you to reflect on it, right? For you to work with that energy and see where it's coming from. There's a good chance it comes from somewhere in your childhood, and you can use time, you know, to do some healing, to do some inner work, and see how you can transmute that, how you can put that to closure and find that peace. Let's get some messages and love for Gemini. The World might actually mean moving as well, or traveling at least. So that could be in the cards. If you have an opportunity to travel somewhere, even if it doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense, or, you know, maybe it's like the timing is not great, it's a little too expensive than what I'm used to, you know, there could be some kind of practical considerations that may throw you off. But know that that travel is actually important on many levels, so go for it. All right, we have the Boat and the Hammer for you, Gemini. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure and issues. Yes, I think we've already spoken on that. The closure of the old wound is very much necessary so that you can manifest out of place of peace and love, and not out of place of fear and pain. And then we have Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, repetitive, persistent, working on it, interrogation, right? So, you know, they say the definition of insanity is to do the same thing and expect a different result. This is not the time where repetitive action is going to serve you well, whether it's personally or even professionally, right? It is about the innovative solution. It's about doing something different. Yeah, so this is your guidance, right? Do not just try to hammer in, especially in the matters of love. Like, every person is different. You are different as you progress through life, right? So it's about finding where you stand and what kind of person you want to attract, or, you know, how can you build something with the existing person that would be healthier and with more trust and more love, right? Rather than just doing the same thing and telling the person that they're supposed to react differently, right? That usually doesn't work. Okay, thank you very much for joining me today, Gemini. I hope this was useful to you. If so, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,